Good morning.
Yeah.
Let me welcome Mr. Santaranjan from
morning.
KPIT. Thank you, sir, for joining the session today. This particular series, Impact Lecture Series, session number 2 is being conducted today, 9th of July. We got a sponsorship from Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell for organizing Impact Lecture Series. In this series, the first session, which included 2 lectures, was conducted on 25th of June 2022, where Mr. Paresh Chinchore had joined us, and similarly Mr. Rajnish Prabhu. They have delivered lectures. Today we have 2 lectures, one session by Sri Santaranjan, and second session will be given by Mr. Pranav Khanwalkar. Right? And these sessions are very special because we would like to develop entrepreneurs and those who will create jobs. We have a lot of students, 180, a batch of 180 is there, 180 plus 180, 360 students are there. Our target is to achieve a better entrepreneurship rate and develop new entrepreneurs. We have also established an incubator center along with Ferguson College recently, DES Sejolkar Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. And under that also we are conducting a lot of activities. IMDR does have its own cell along with MOE's IC, that is IIC Institutions Innovation Cell. And under that these impact series lectures are organized. Right? So I welcome everybody who has joined the meeting. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Chairman.
May kindly share your screen. Siley, please stop sharing your screen. Over to you, Mr. Ranjan.
Okay. So
Sorry, just a second. Sorry, sir.
yes, please.
I would like to request Shivna sir to kindly introduce the guest to the audience.
Sir, you are in mute.
We are with us Sri Santaranjan. He has wide experience of 30 years. He started his career in 1990. And basically, he is a mechanical engineer. And he worked in case of this research and development, innovation, particularly innovative solutions in home appliances and automotive air conditioning, electric vehicles, thermal management, CFD, and solar system. He is in talent and competency development. He is a member of KPIT Sparkle All India Students Innovation Platform. Presently, he is working as Principal Architect System at CTO KPIT Technology Limited, Pune. KPIT is the long form I search, which is not there on the site, but this is Kirtane and Pandit Information Technology, and which is quite an old company. They are providing and they are present at multinational level. KPIT provides software to automotive companies. Sri Santaranjan also worked with Jain Irrigation as Vice President, Research and Development, Solar Division for 1 year. He worked as General Manager, Advanced Refrigeration at Whirlpool of India for more than 10 years. Similarly, he worked with Subros Limited for 7 years as Product Development Manager. And in automobile HVAC system design. He started working in 1990 after completing graduation from SBTI Kanpur in mechanical engineering. And he has this vast experience of research and development. Another things which are creditable to him is that he worked as secretary for Smart India Hackathon for 2018 and 2019 and chairman in 2022 for Smart India Hackathon. It is really a great honor to you, sir. He is also a member of American Society of Heating, Refrigerating and Air Conditioning Engineers for 12 years. And he collaborates with top institutes in India, Government of India. Right? So he is a very renowned person. He is also there on advisory body of Deccan Education Society's Dr. P.C. Sejwalkar Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. Right? He has 3 patents in his name. So I am very happy because I am also mechanical engineer. I could see your progress, sir. It is really remarkable to have you with us, and you gracefully accepted in your busy schedule our invite. I really appreciate that, and I welcome you again. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Shivane, for your kind words and very detailed introduction. So it is part of life. I have not done anything. Whenever I got opportunity, I tried to do the best. So once again, my humble namaskar and very good morning to all the participants. Especially, I am very thankful to Dr. Jain for giving me the opportunity to interact with our excellent students of IMDR. Then I'm very much thankful to Nagar Madam for coordinating this event right from the beginning and continuously taking stock of the situation and advising. And Dr. Shivane for means arranging this all. And thankful to the complete Deccan Education Society for making our India very stronger by providing the best talent out of this Ferguson College and IMDR. So I am very lucky and humbled to speak or interact with the students. It is not a lecture, to be frank, it will be a discussion kind of thing, as means it's not one-way kind of traffic. So feel free to talk, advise me what you like, didn't like, or something is good or not good. And personally, I am very much thankful for with the Ministry of Education Innovation Cell, Dr. Abhay Jhere, Dr. Gambhir, and Dr. Ses Budde. I had privilege of working with all these three very, very closely. And still, we are working as this year's this Smart India Hackathon for smart vehicles. I am looking after all activities they have provided chairman. So this is one of the best innovation event. And again, I am from my company side associated with our KPIT Sparkle, which is again the student innovation contest pan India. So once again, thank you very much. Let's start talking. I will try to share my presentation. I hope is it visible? It is.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute.
Perfectly visible, sir.
I will stop my video to take care of the bandwidth, so we can.
Yes, sir.
So, is it visible? Yeah. Can you see the presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, excellent. So, very good. Once again, welcome all the students and attendees of this. So today, as means, I am a mechanical engineer, so I don't know innovation in details, but I like innovation, and I have seen the value of innovation coming in the different areas of the country. Today I will just try to share with you, or a discussion kind of thing, that what makes the innovation more and more useful and excellent. It's basically inclusiveness, diversity, and collaboration. These are the three things I have observed from my side, that they are the very, very important tools or very, very important means areas which make the innovation successful. So we will be talking on this, whatever. So now, here comes the normal question for anybody who is into innovation or not into innovation. What we mean by innovation, what it triggers in your mind when we hear the word innovation, what comes to our mind first. So these are the certain things which I have put, that is it an invention, or it is new, or it is something creative, or it is value addition, or problem solving, or novelty. So various things come to our mind. So like innovation has not got a single definition as such. It has got a lot of things, and in my opinion, it is inclusive of all these three. However, means each of these attributes are not exactly equal to innovation. Innovation can be combination of that, or one portion of this, and it partially this. So anything invention when it happens. So like you have seen that years back, James Watt observed that when the water was boiling, he saw that the utensil kept over the utensil where water was boiling, the plate, it was trying to move. So he observed that and thought that I can take care of it and put some load onto that. And again, after some time, it again started moving. So from that, he understood that yes, there is a relation between heat and motion. So that was a type of invention. He understood that yes, there is a relation between steam and motion, or heat and motion. So from that concept, he started thinking and made the engine, steam engine, basically, which was used in many areas, not only in automobiles, or not only in your means this boilers kind of thing, but in like steam printing press was there, then steam run ships were there, and many areas it got used. So invention was one thing, observe that something happens and identify how it happens, but where it can be used for the better economics, better social value, then it becomes an innovation. So this is one of the example. I think it comes to our mind, that difference in innovation and invention. Then new thing also come, that we have identified something new. Let's say that 5G technology is coming as new. So it's a innovation, but it's a type of incremental kind of innovation. We will come back to that. So then novelty. Novelty means which doesn't have any history. So is it novel, or it is very different, significantly different from anything else observed. So it should be novel also. Or then most important thing, which is directly proportional to the innovation, is it solving any problem? So if we have some issue or some problem, what we are observing, and we find out some solution in a very different way, or in a very nice manner, it becomes a type of problem solving. Then value addition is again linked in the same manner, that yes, we have added more value by providing this. So those are the things. Then creativity is anyway linked to innovation. So these are certain definition, which not definitions, but kind of synonyms, or which with the words which with them we will like to understand what innovation is. So do you follow up till this is okay? You agree, or anybody has any disagreement or comment? You can type in your comments box. So it is a discussion sort of thing. It is not a one-way traffic or one-way lecture. Yeah. Any idea or any comments or any somebody like to say that okay, he agrees or disagrees, or is it anything more can be added?
Sir, I would like to ask one question.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
आवाज चालू कर दीजिए. So, see the innovation and research means invention, innovation, and research. How can we differentiate them?
Yeah. So invention and innovation, I have already differentiated with the example. Okay, when we means invention can happen in one way, that it can happen always without any kind of prior efforts and just by observing something, but it can happen with the help of research also. So suppose we want to go deep dive into some kind of process or some kind of trying to find the solution. So that is called research. We in a focused manner, we try to explore something with some process, and that outcome of the research can be invention also. There is nothing wrong, but it may not be invention, it may be incremental thing. And innovation becomes when it becomes very much useful for the social causes or economics, and somebody will be very much interested to spend money for that. So usefulness of that research and invention is a type of innovation.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Because there is always confusion between invention and research, because sometimes invention means something which is very extraordinary, like, for example, James Watt has developed steam engine, or diesel has developed diesel cycle, something which is quite extraordinary, that we feel that it is an invention. And the research means something which is already there. That is what my understanding was. That is why I asked you the question, that
Research,
how can we relate them?
yeah. Research is not like that already there something. Research means when we do research, yes, we have some prior things or prior questions which we like to solve in a systematic manner by understanding what has been done and what is to be explored and how things are correlated, what things are means coming in a negative correlation, positive correlation, and research can be done in any area. But yes, it has got some prior focus or prior motive to do. Innovation is basically how we use that outcome of the research or outcome of the invention. Like I given the example of James Watt engine. So it's basically he observed that there is a relation between motion and heat. So how we utilize in a proper manner, then it has given the output as a form of steam engine, locomotive, then your printing press also used. And earlier ships, even cars were running from the steam in very early days. So how we utilize that is a kind of how innovatively we use. So an innovation is a never-ending story. It keeps on. You can currently you find we have find something today. It is tomorrow also we can do something better on that, and third day also we can do better. So it's a journey kind of thing. It's a mindset. I just put these words to understand that we are on the same page. Then although there is no perfect definition of innovation, like in science and technology, the definitions are there. So can you move ahead, or any student?
Yes, sir.
Like to, I will be interested the students also speak sometime, because
Yes,
they are our future leaders.
yes, sir.
Anybody like to speak, or should we move ahead?
Sir, please proceed.
Okay, great. Thanks. So now I come to the chapter. One more. This model has been given by this Henderson and Clark definition, or the types of innovation in other way, like. There is four types of innovation he has kept: that radical, incremental, architectural, and disruptive. So like when we talk what is radical innovation, so radical innovation is basically how to judge or how to define these innovations. There are always two things. One is new totally thing, new development for new market, new development for like existing market, then existing development for existing market. These are the things. So basically, innovation is always linked towards the person who develops and person who is going to take that, which are the society or the people who are ready to pay for that. So the radical innovation comes as we develop new technologies and for new market. So it's very rare form of innovation, means which is totally new in technology, and it is going to be applicable or totally new to the new market or the new customer set. So so business model that open up entirely new market is called this radical innovation. Example, we can say that very rare, as it is very rare. So when airplane was invented, so it was totally new because there was no market for the air passengers, and there was nothing technology with which we could fly in the air. So that is one of the example of this radical innovation, which is very rare form and happens once or twice in a century kind of thing. Then second comes the incremental innovation. So incremental innovation is basically, you must be all aware, the famous example of this our communication. So if you remember, means very early days, Graham Bell, the telephone was made. We can talk from one place to very far off place with the help of technology. So from that phone, then it became little bit more better dialing system, better connectivity. Then it came to the STD, then international dialing and all. And after that, this cordless phone came, and then cordless were replaced by the cellular phones in 1992 or 1994 onwards. I think the cellular phones came to India also, where we could carry the phone anywhere with us and then start talking whenever we need. Then in that also a lot of improvements happened, like your weight of the phone kept on reducing, because that was one of the parameter people were not liking, and you can see that how much weight is left now. So that was the thing. Then continuous addition of the features, and still it is happening. It is not like that. If you see in the terms of first, the feature phones were there, we have to dial using the buttons and all. Then in that itself, the internet joined, then cameras were added, then clocks were added, then different features were added. And after that, the touch phones came, which are now very common and very popular. And in touch phones also many things come. You can have video calls and you can have video conferences totally. Then one by one, these things keep on adding. And as of now, you can see that you can carry your complete office within your mobile phone as of now. And the technology started evolving, like first it was feature phone, then second generation came, then third generation came, then currently we are living with fourth generation, and fifth generation already started, although it is going to be started soon, probably after this September, October, what we have. So we have successfully tested in IIT Madras. They have tested that fifth generation is working. So this is called incremental innovation. So why I'm using example, it becomes easy to understand. So where we keep on increasing the existing technology in existing market. So phone, telephone technology is there, and then we have the same people, but we are continuously improving upon that innovation. That is called the incremental innovation. Then we come to the architectural innovation, which is basically existing technology but new market. Like example size, when we see that one area or one country, something is very popular and it is giving a lot of value, but only into that country or only into that geography it is there, but it is not there in the other. So there also we uh, start that technology, like you seen that if you go to US and UK, that this supermarket concept is very popular there right from many years back. And the way Amazon and these other areas they were doing. So it was very popular, not in India. So that is one of the way, the new market. Or other way, when we think that like Amazon earlier, they were into the like supplying the the day-to-day material for the customers, like books, then some laptops or some electronic gadgets, and some useful for our home purpose, the useful things they are providing. But they entered into medical also. They entered into now the day-to-day grocery also, vegetables and all. So this is a type of architectural innovation where we enter into the new market with the help of existing technology. So this is a disruptive one, is old, actually more close to the innovation when we enter new technologies into the existing market, means totally finishing off the earlier thing and replacing the existing technology with some very new, very different technology. So like example wise, when we like to see that currently if you remember from the older days and our times, when we were applying somewhere for the existing for exam, or let's say when we I appeared for engineering entrance and for the gate. So what we used to purchase the form from bank or from the college or somewhere, then fill the form by hand, paste our photographs, and then submit that form to the college, or we used to send by post with registered post and all. Probably the people during my generation may be aware of that. And then we used to receive the admit card and the date, and we used to go to the center to give the exam and all. And now you see, you can completely sitting at your home, you can fill the form online, attach your credentials online, then verify, it can be verified online, and then it can be submitted online. Your photograph, signature, everything is can be done. So it has totally replaced that. So if you see the Amazon earlier, means they are still selling the books, they are providing them, but they have provided this Kindle. So you can directly read 1,000 books you can keep in your library within that small gadget, and then keep reading. And the way you want to read the book, you change the page. So they have made it so comfortable with the people that people can directly read the book sitting as they are reading the physical book from a tablet. Then good thing is, when you are in airplane, you can read any book you want. When you are traveling long in a train, or you have some time anywhere, you can utilize your time. And then with the tablets and all, you can make the notes, everything online, and it remains with you. You can keep on your cloud, and then whenever you need, you can always use it. So these are certain examples about the type of innovation. There may be more. It can be in the process. Innovation can be in the product, in the process, in the culture. So a lot of things are there, can be done. So this is what means. I just wanted to have some kind of touch to innovation, although I am very new to this field, but I have seen the value of innovation a lot. And currently, I remember one of my patent, it is a US patent actually. So there we use a totally different technology in refrigeration, which nobody used earlier. So, and we could see value after testing results, and also that keeps on means pampering me that people should be doing more, and there are a lot of values can come. So any question up till now? Hello, anybody, any question up till now?
Sir, you said that the mobile phone is an incremental form of like it's an incremental form of innovation. But can we say that the mobile phone replacing telephones, like landline telephones, could be an example of disruptive innovation?
Yes, ma'am. I agree with you totally, because in mathematics, if you see, there are functions, people from that math side, implicit function, explicit function. So it is very difficult to say that particular innovation falls only in one bucket. If you see if you take the communication as a innovation that we are able to communicate remotely, still it can be considered incremental. But yes, the way it is done, the way it has replaced landline. Yes, it can be considered disruptive also. But on the what context we see, like if we are seeing the communicating, then it is an incremental innovation that yes, from the landline to mobile phone. But if we see from the market side and the totally new set of people, a new market, then it can be considered disruptive. But however, all the landline people started using this. So it falls under both the buckets with some kind of portion. So nothing is exactly yes or no, or in our mathematics we call it discrete. It is a continuous system. Yes, like it is more towards disruptive, less towards incremental, you can say. Is it? Does it answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
So one more question from
Yes,
my
please,
side.
please.
So as I have said that the refrigerator innovation or innovative things that you are using is very different. So can you elaborate how it make people life easier and convenient?
You mean for refrigerator you asked question?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Let me give you an example. So, uh, what if I ask you one question? What new inside refrigerator we can have? So, how do you think that anything new technology inside a refrigerator? Please give any example. I will like to use this word. Any example you want to say from your home side or whatever you experience, you feel something can be done. Anything you tell me.
Yes, sir. In earlier days, my parents were using a single door refrigerator. Now we have seen that double door is there. A lot of facilities in this, like
Okay.
yeah, a lot of facilities in this, like for vegetables, for icing. A lot of things are there. A lot of things are getting improved every day. So it's,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
still
No,
improved. That's why
any
I asked
example,
you.
what you see that it can be done better or something more can be added. Anything what comes to your mind, tell me, then I will take your question. Any weird thing? No, don't worry about anything. Anything, just you let me know first.
Not very sure, not hitting in my mind right now, sir. But yeah.
Okay. Let me answer this question. A very good question you asked. This is basically single door to double door. What is the purpose of refrigerator? Can you tell me or anybody? What is the primary purpose of a refrigerator?
To keep things fresh, vegetables and everything fresh.
Okay, excellent. So now the purpose of means refrigerator is food preservation. Actually, if we actually use the word in the scientific language, we want to preserve our food or increase the life of the food. That is what we primarily it is for that. Either cooked food or uncooked food or like vegetables, we try to keep them fresh or means edible or usable for longer period. Is it right?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So now, when we talk of food preservation, why this picture of refrigerator comes to in our mind? If I am able to preserve the food by keeping on a plate, especially anyway, I'm taking a hypothetical example. There's nothing true in a plate. Why I need refrigerator? So problem is we think of one product and start thinking of the similar kind of product. If I can preserve the food without refrigerator, do I need refrigerator?
Then not so, but it's not possible for a longer time.
No, whatever it is. If I suppose I design one compartment in the home that whatever food is kept within this compartment, it will be long lived. Okay.
Okay,
So
then,
it is basically we have to think for innovation very differently and very nascent way. If we already have something in our mind, then we try to do some kind of incremental innovation always. But if we think a little bit more prior that when refrigerators were not there, still people were living and trying to eat food. Can we do without refrigerator something? So this is not that I want that refrigerator is not good or something. That is my product. I have worked a lot for refrigeration. But yes, we have to think a little different. I will give the example now to you. Within a refrigerator, there are technologies where you can preserve the food more longer with the same temperature by adding one or two special technologies. You know that humidity and temperature both are important for preserving the vegetables, and for leafy vegetables, you know, if we have less humidity, or you must have observed in the refrigerator, after some time they become dry, which is also a loss of freshness. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in addition to the temperature control that we will keep cool, we can think of other technologies, because the other metabolic processes which are going inside the refrigerator, like oxygen is there. So oxygen keeps on ripening the fruits, and then it keeps on eating up what to say, or reducing the life. If we reduce oxygen, then also it can be done something good. So there are other technologies. We can keep food more and more fresher for longer time with the same kind of temperatures. So that is what in a refrigerator the innovations means. What I was involved, that is my some patent technologies are there. But yes, there are other technologies which we can use in addition to the cooling only. The cooling is one factor. The temperature control we are keeping up to fresh. But if we add something with the cooling, we can further gain. You must have observed that these bananas, when we keep inside a refrigerator, they become black. So they don't. So there are. So it is not that the same temperature everything will remain fresh. There are different temperatures for different kind of or different atmosphere for different kind of food products.
So, sir, it means that according to the weather, the refrigerator can work accordingly, right?
Can you repeat? I missed it.
Oh, sorry. I'm saying that according to the weather, the refrigerator can work accordingly, right?
Yes, yes. No. That is a control system. It is built inside that. So, but inside the refrigerator is environment is totally different from the outside. So that how we control, there are temperature is only one factor. There are many other factors which we control them. We can have a more customized food preservation.
I understood, sir.
Okay. Any other thing? I'm very happy you asked. So I remembered my days of developing refrigerated systems. Can I move ahead then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. So this assured innovation, everybody know about Dr. Mashelkar and our chairman, Mr. Ravi Pandit. So one new and Dr. Mashelkar is very famous, and he is one of the big face of India in innovation. He is always behind innovation. So he has given one network also for the innovation, or definition. He called it assured. So what innovation should contain and should be useful? It is this process is used by many ministries in India also now. Affordability means if you make some innovation and people cannot afford, then also it of no use. So affordability is the number one thing. Then only it will be used by the masses. Then scalability is also, it should not remain that with the small set of people, or it cannot be done with the bigger population. Then also it is not called a complete innovation. Then sustainability is the most important thing. It should not have any negative impact, or it should not have a decreasing customer base. It should be sustainable. Then universality, which if it is used in Pune, it should be usable in Maharashtra, and it should be usable in India and then whole world. Then rapidity, how fast we can develop and how fast it can spread and can be used by the people. Then excellence, I don't need to speak it, you everybody know. Everybody strive, and we all strive for the excellence. And then distinctiveness. So distinctiveness is again type of novelty that it should be distinguishable that yes, this is a technology which is making this change. So this is the latest from that assured innovation concept given by Dr. Mashelkar and Mr. Pandit, and we are also using for our KPIT Sparkle. And this is a very good metric, means we can identify the or put the innovation in definitions useful for the people. Any question here? You can have that book also when a book is written by Dr. Mashilkar and Mr. Pandit jointly, leapfrogging to pole vaulting. So it's basically doing very, very small things to but directly converting it to the very means doing very big thing in very less time. So it's a very famous book written by them, leapfrogging to pole vaulting. So if you want, you can read that book, and it is giving very deep definitions of the innovation. Any questions? Can I move ahead?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, sir. We'll take questions at the end, sir.
Okay, okay, great then. Then it will.
Thank you, sir.
So now I will just come to one of the philosophical map, basically inclusivity and what we started and why it is important is. So this is innovation success roadmap. I made it in 2012 in Chicago, US, with some similar kind of work we're doing. So what I observed, I will like to share with you. If it makes sense, you can use and go ahead. So now these are the steps basically for any kind of work for either organization or a human being, for innovation, for research on things. These are the things which we always carry with us. So I always call that competency leads to confidence, confidence leads to trust, trust creates integration, and integration brings us to success. So now, number one thing or the very strong foundation stone about this roadmap is the humanity excellence. Number one thing everybody wants, irrespective of any technology or any means pleasure or any kind of means satisfaction activity, we need to be excellent human being. So or we need to be human means whatever we do, whatever we think, it should be in win-win situation. If it is good for me, it should be good for other, for the society and all. So number one thing is we have to keep anything we do, we need to be very human. So so that it what we do can be used by others and others don't get disturbed. Then second thing comes, give back to the society and mother nature. We all know that we are existing, and I would like to share a little bit in detail. We are existing with the grace of God or nature, whatever say, which they are not at all charging. Let me give you an example. My guru used to talk about this, that you see, without Lord Sun, we cannot survive, even for nothing is possible in the world. Lord Sun daily comes in the morning at fixed time and goes away. So without sunlight, there is no life. Either for plants or for human beings or for doing certain activities, or let's say solar energy or whatever it is. Without sun, the photosynthesis is not there, and nothing will be there. No life is there, and he is providing all the energy. But has he sent? And if you see, like we are all using electricity in our homes, just means for assumption or hypothetical example I'm giving, that we consume electricity, and every month or every 2 months the government gives bill to us, or bill comes to us. And if we don't pay bill in time, or after some time, our electricity is cut off. That is, everybody knows. You agree with me? So now, if you see, Lord Sun is coming from the infinite time back, and daily coming on time, providing at the sunlight, providing the energy, providing the life to us. He has never sent bill to anybody's home that you have used my sunlight and please submit the bill on time. Otherwise, I will cut back your solar power or solar energy to you. He has never done that. Same way, Mother Earth, where if we are not able to stand, we cannot exist. Then third way, the air, the oxygen, the level. If we don't get oxygen in time, we don't exist. Same way with the water. If we don't get water for our drinking, we don't exist. Then same way with the space. If space is not there, so nothing, the 3D, 3 dimension, 2 dimension, nothing is possible. So all these three things, we call it Panchamahabhut also, but all the five important elements, the Mother Earth, the air, then space, then sun, and then water. All these five are existing, which without them, we are not at all existent. So if we are not existent, then these things are free, but they are not asking for any bill, and they are not asking for any specific payment and all, but there is a latent need. If we are using these things from the nature and all, we have to give back better. Means we leave, means our in Jain irrigation, our chairman and Dr. Bhavanlal Jain used to say, we leave the world better than we get it. So when we take things or the means inputs from the value from these our nature, we have to give back. And or we cannot make it more worse, or means it should not be like that we are using and we are not feeling responsible or accountable toward that. So this is the second foundation stone. Then third foundation stone is what we do. We need to have the knowledge and humbleness to learn more. We should be always ready to learn. We think, okay, I know this, I don't, I am the best person. It is never true. Always there is a big scope, huge scope of learning. This I observed even my 30 years after. I still attend classes of differential equations. I still attend classes on the quantum mechanics. I still attend the classes on the statistics. I still attend the classes because it's a knowledge is never ending thing. So the competency in my terms is a combination of these three stones. If we have these three, then we can only call us competent. Then if we are competent enough, what it gives rise to the confidence. So confidence is like that, means it can come that others have done it, we can do it, we will do it. It is 100%. It is not like that. Let's try, let's think more and give it a try and let's do if we can do, otherwise no problem. No, others have done it. It is nothing. We can do it and we will do it, but without any proud. So this is a confidence. And then this kind of confidence, it gives right to trust. If we are confident, like I am your customer, I am your supplier. Let's say if I come that yes, these three things are there in me, they are observed, then I will say no, it has been done and we can do it and we will do it. So that person develop the trust that okay, and that trust definition is ideal is go ahead, I know you can do it. So these are two people talking, so that trust is built because you have shown confidence and you have got these things. Then that kind of trust brings the integration of those two, customer and the supplier, or means I'm just giving an example between how to be successful. So now that kind of integration, it doesn't become as mathematics, arithmetic wise 1 + 1 = 2. It becomes 1 + 1 = 11. Directly means that strong bond happens, and with that strong bond the success comes. But at the success, when you are success, the leader or team lead or the person who has walked through journey, if he has to say that due to your committed support we have won. So here the inclusiveness is extremely important, that people have supported, I have been associated, I have learned, and we have worked together. That's why if person says that yes, I have made it or I have done it, then directly from this success he comes down to the zero level. And like in a game of snake and ladder, we have seen then a snake at the 99 number. It takes us from the dead. So there has to be inclusivity and commitment and recognition of the people who have worked. Even though you are the leader or you have, but yes, you have to be thankful to the team and work together. And these are the steps which we have to take. So this is just a philosophical map, means I try to follow that how whenever I have done some new initiatives, successful and all, I try to follow this path. So this is very, very important. Any question up till now, or I should go further?
Sir, we'll take question at the end only.
Oh, sure. Okay, thanks. Yeah. And now come to the inclusiveness. Why inclusivity is very important for any kind of innovation. So if we see, there are different kind of areas, like if you see the definition what is given here, the proposition of a multi-dimension theory of justice incorporating social equality, equality of opportunity and democratic participation. This is called also means inclusion of all the people. As more we include, our innovation or the output of innovation will be excellent. Like for example, if I am developing a let's say refrigerator. So the same example I'm taking. So refrigerator is a refrigerator. Okay, I know how to cool. It will have a compressor, a condenser, then evaporator and expansion valve. I know we have to fill the refrigerant R134A and then connect to that compressor will run. It will. So that is not the thing. If I have not included the actual customer base, the actual housewives or the people who are making food and preparing food, if I miss them, I may miss that. Okay, I can make this milk remaining fresher, but I have made all the vegetables in a perishable, much more perishable fast. So that is not the right thing. So we have to include the actual users. We have to include the actual our partners, like somebody is supplying compressor, then somebody is expert on evaporator, somebody is expert on heat exchanger, then sheet metal, then foaming, then plastics. So if we see no, everything we can do, it is not the right way. The expertise of the plastic person will be there with him always better than us. The expertise of the person who is working in making the refrigerant gases will remain with him. And then the actual consumer base who are going to buy, if we don't understand that, okay, my house is a one room set, so my refrigerator size should not go more than this. If my house is, let's say, we are living three families, or we have three kitchens, so I can have three refrigerators, or I have lot of consumption of cold water, so I need to have some bigger compartment for water. So if we don't include everything, the output of the innovation is never what to say, never a widely accepted one. So if you see the honeybee network, this is basically again Dr. Anil Gupta in this. He has made a National Foundation of Innovation. So there he said that like a honeybee network, the honeybees, what they do when they go to the flowers, they take their nectar, and but what they do in the return, they take the pollen grains from the flower and goes to other flower and pollinate them. So this is basically give and take we are doing. So so it is basically the what he has done, the creative farmers, artisans and other grassroots innovators he has put into the mainstream. Okay, so this is the way why inclusion is important, and all types of stakeholders inclusion is very important, right from customer database, the supplier, and people who can wholly or partially or in a very little way they can affect the innovation or something. That's why the inclusivity is more important, like that pool solutions developed across globe, what is written here, it is basically in different sectors, people are all linked together. Sometimes what can happen, like if we are developing a technology and young kid comes and from his very nascent mind he suggests that, okay, if you add this, it may look good. Suddenly it can be very good idea to us, which we have never thought. May happen. So that's why inclusiveness is very important for any innovation. We should try to involve or include as many different diversities. That's what next word I use, the diversity. Diverse backgrounds should be part of that without any kind of hesitation, or with thankfulness or gratefulness to the people. If we do, the lot of value comes and our innovation becomes long lasting. So now different diversities means these are examples. It is not that I have covered everything, but these are the type of diversities that what I have developed one product. Is it okay for the youngsters? But is it okay? We can say it is not impacting the aged group, but if it affects the upper group negatively, then I have not done the complete innovation. Suppose we make something which is good for youngsters or for the students who are studying, and but it irritates the elders or something happens, then it is not we have not included our input from the failure mode which can happen. One example I can give: when we were developing one means technology. So in engineering, we do our pew metrics and then a different kind of tools to take care that whether we have included everything or we have understood all the failure modes. It is called failure mode and effect analysis when we do. So we are developing something which was using the ultrasonic technology. You must be aware about the sonars, the way the ships and all, they measure the depth of the sea, and they check that how much far the sea is or something is coming near to that and all. So we were using ultrasonic, so we could find that using the ultrasonic technology could not affect means anything, because it is not audible in the human beings and all. And but what I did, I was discussing with that my project with many other people, and I discussed with my one of my mentor in US that time. So suddenly after he told, Sant, have you considered that ultrasonic waves will not be affecting negatively to somebody? Yes, sir, we have considered. Have you considered dogs? I could not understand. You know that the dogs can understand. They can detect the ultrasonic ones, and it can negatively impact them. So no, it was totally new, and he was not part of our this program or project and all. Just because I knew him, I just presented because he was my mentor to me, and totally different subject. Because he was a dog lover and he understood, so we could understand that what frequencies should not be included. It may not be detected by human beings, but it can make impact onto dogs. So that way, the inclusivity is important. Like geography also, you will see Alaska and India, they are very different weathers are there. What technology we use for air conditioning of our vehicles here in India, exactly same may not be applicable in Alaska and the cold countries. The heaters are there, then we have air conditioner, then gender based. It should be usable for all gender. Then education sector, then different kind of profession and different cultural background. So we should try to address all these diversities and include everyone before doing our image. So if we do good homework on these all areas before we enter into the actual start of making the prototype and all, it becomes very good. So that was inclusion is very important, and the inclusion of all the diversities. So basically we can combine and say that inclusion of all diversities, or diversity with inclusion, many names can be given it. It is very important for our any kind of innovation, taking care of the things. Like example of other way, if we say cultural background, if uh, something is that color or some kind of shape which is not acceptable in X culture, let's say Indian culture. So we have to make care if we are going to launch this thing in India or something, we have to make this particular thing taking care. Like we have, all of you know that in our mobile phones or for our electronic different kind of gadgets, we have different kind of chargers. The charging ports like that, C type, A type, then USB-C type, then your lightning connector for iPhone and all. But there are requirements now. Europe has made that all kind of connectors have to be into C type. So now we have to come to one conclusion that okay, that C type port has to be developed, which will take care of all. So if we people have thought earlier also that this thing can take care, so it would have been done. But with a requirement or the government ruling, we have to convert into a particular C type of thing. So these are the basically examples, and what I have also experienced. Whatever I am talking today is based on my mostly on my experience, what I've learned. That's why that roadmap I showed to you. So yes, it is very, very important to take all together one different sentence for the same thing, include all kind of diversities. And then third thing which comes to is the collaboration and collaborate. So collaboration means why basically taking all together actively. If I want to describe that, okay, they also have one thing is we have taken their inputs and nothing, but if we collaborate with them, then it becomes excellent. The collaboration is very, very important nowadays. If you see that this is a triple helix model from at Covis and Zoe. So this is an example like government, universities, industry. It is happening very actively in India now. That's what we are, the example we are talking means today. It is output of a collaboration between Deccan Education Society and KPIT Technologies or with the AICT and all. So the way government, university and industry, they can, government, the university is a knowledge center. They create knowledge. Industry is basically the user or a systematic usage of that knowledge, and government can be considered as an enabler or a connecting or the mechanism which governs or which makes sure that the things are happening in the right direction. So, and then this civil society and voluntary association becomes as a intersection of these three circles, if you can see. So output of innovation is entrepreneurship. Why we are talking today that you all should think of entrepreneurship, and this concept in India is coming as in a very nice manner, very big manner that, okay, I should be job provider. I mean, I should be entrepreneur or entrepreneurial career path is one of the strong option nowadays which is coming, and that's what Ministry of Education and Government of India, even your college and our different institutes are making. And we at our KPIT being an industry, we are our CSR activity, we are supporting KPIT Sparkle is a unique platform of innovation from students across the country, from Arunachal Pradesh till Gujarat and from Kashmir till Tamil Nadu. We are doing. So entrepreneurship is strongly linked to collaborative partnerships. That is very clear. So innovation and entrepreneurship both can happen in a nice manner, good manner, with active participation or active collaboration, what we call. The outcome of then the stakeholders you have seen, then university is a knowledge factory, and it must conduct the interdisciplinary scholarly research. Earlier, if you remember, the degrees used to happen in that mechanical engineering, then electrical engineering, then let's say civil engineering, chemical engineering. Nowadays, courses are very different. It is a graduation in energy sciences. So now energy sciences, when we talk, it takes care of electrical energy also, it takes care of mechanical energy also, thermal energy also, chemical energy also, nuclear energy also, solar energy also, wind energy also. So things are collaborating now, and all these things required some portion of mechanical engineering, some portion of electrical engineering, some portion of your physics or quantum physics or nuclear science. So this is the way interdisciplinary scholarly research is happening, and outputs are also coming. So this is what collaboration is from my side. Then this is one example what I thought from my side, that we have excellent institutes like IITs in our country. We have strong means best marketing or the management institutes with us. We have the best design centers, NID, of like National Institute of Design. They are doing excellent work at their own research and all. But yes, there is a scope of collaborating. This is my own proposal. Basically, I am try. So we can always have a very good correlation between technology, marketing, and design, because they all three are having their excellence in these three areas. But if these three things excellence is combined together, in my mathematical way, if I think, it becomes 3 raised to the power 3 raised to the power 3. Okay. So means instead of 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3, it becomes 27 or 81, more than that. So this is the way, if you see that technology wise, the basic research, the scientific principles, engineering, prototyping, testing, evaluation, FMEA, they are experts in IITs, but the side by side parallelly, the program analysis, target based level, pricing, strategy, niche, it can be done by marketing, then ergonomics, problem definition, user experience, brainstorming, research, and very important thing is need identification. The customer needs the product which has taken care of all these things. So this is also one of the example, and they are doing it now. IITs have their design institutes inside them, and then these IITs also have this management institution, like in IIT Bombay. We have Shailesh J. Mehta Institute of Management, and now in all the IITs that design, IIT Guwahati and IIT Bombay have got Institute of Design, Industrial Design Center also. So this is the way the things are getting collaborative, and outputs are also coming different, because the customer or as a user or as the society which is going to use it needs all these three things combined together. So this is the way we can think boldly, and then the innovation need to be sustainable. This is very important. Sustainable basically relates to many areas. The quality of life. Suppose like if we go back and see the invention of the car or the innovative car, but what is happening out of that, the amount of CO2 which is getting generated, amount of carbon monoxide getting generated, it has given the negative impact to the atmosphere, and we are having the ozone layer depletion, which is in giving rise to the ultraviolet rays coming directly to the earth. And you have seen that at over Antarctica there is a big hole in the ozone layer. So, and as well as the CO2 is means which is continuously increasing in the atmosphere. It is giving rise to the global warming due to greenhouse effect. So greenhouse gases are getting important. So sustainable innovation means which has got no impact on the society or the environment or atmosphere, which will force it to stop. So that is one thing what we develop. It's a sustainable quality of life should not get hampered. Then it economically should be sustainable. Then what I already covered, that balanced relationship with the nature, and that's why it is we can call it inclusive. So inclusivity is all of these also basically when we think about this. So then this is about a sustainable. Then we talk of the little bit on entrepreneurship, and it is an applied science, and you must be much better than me because I have not studied management, but this is something I collected from the student itself, and I liked it. Basically, it's a combination. Even so, the entrepreneurship is really the combination of three areas like biology, psychology, and sociology. So psychology means it basically the mindset of a person, and sociology is the bigger group of the society people are living. So these two are very important because entrepreneurship is by the person and for the people, by the people for the people, like that. And biology because it is linked to the biodiversity and the human beings. So it is linked to economics, and economics and business, they are the applied sciences for very important for entrepreneurship. So psychology explains human behavior, and sociology interprets the interconnectedness among individuals. So these two are very important. Means who is human being and how they are related to each other. Then biology produces the population ecology model, that how if I do something, how many people are going to be get impacted, or how many, what may be the customer base and who will be my customers, and whether it will be sustainable. So first thing is psychology of the people, then how they are connected to each other, and third thing is how many are there, what is the ecology model, how then economic studies is very important because it's directly related to entrepreneurship. Without economical viability, nothing is going to proceed. Then business supply strategy is also extremely important. How I'm going to do it today, tomorrow, and now, and how I am going to make it economically viable. So with this slide, I wanted to cover because what is after innovation? If we understand and we understand innovation, we have to become entrepreneur after that. Successful entrepreneurs means entrepreneurship is just this slide, and then mathematics is also important here because they are the basic mathematics will decide that how many are there and what are the different kind of mathematical correlations, and then applied engineering and medicines, all the sciences are there, what areas I'm going to work and all. So, but it is all linked to psychology, means human beings. So human beings individually as what psychology is there, then sociology, how they talk to each other in the society, and then biology is basically how many are there, how many types are there. Okay, so then a little bit one example I would like to give for our KPIT Sparkle. You may be aware every year we come to our Ferguson College also, and I report. So this is a example in this I am using because I am closely associated with it and part of the KPIT Sparkle team. So this is a program we conduct every year for all, open to all Indian students, full-time Indian students. And a lot of diversities are there which are included. That person can be from first year till PhD can apply for this. Person from engineering can apply, from science can apply, from management can apply, from design can apply. Then person can be from any geographical location in India. So all type of diversities we have, and then our theme remains this mobility and energy every year. And the other examples are Smart India Hackathon, which are happening. So primarily based on this, and this is the process which is followed, like empathize, then define, ideate, prototype, and test in this KPIT Sparkle. So this is on. If you want to go as an example, you can visit KPIT Sparkle, and the teams will be coming to you also. There we strongly follow this inclusivity, then diversity and collaboration. So we have collaboration with Departments of Science and Technology, Atal Innovation Mission, then AICTE, then we have with NID, with IIIT Hyderabad, and CII IM Ahmedabad. So we collaborate, and I personally look after these all collaborations. And I have seen a lot of value adding coming to us, and many successful entrepreneurs are there. I am very happy to say out of this KPIT Sparkle past three years, and many are currently being incubated, and more to come. So there will be different means when our team comes to Ferguson College and IMDR, they will explain you in detail. But this is an example. Then second example is your Smart India Hackathon, which is happening. So it started in 2018. I was there in first smart vehicle division. So I have seen students think very differently. They come from all over India with very different ideas which are readily available, and they had given to a culture, developed a culture inside the country. I was talking to Dr. Abhay Jhere some time back so I told you have changed at least the thought process of the students that yes, there is one more entrepreneurial career path existing for us more than jobs. So and students are the major people who can make it successful. So this is all from my side. Means it may have been boring to you some of the things because I am not very good connect, and with virtually we are not connecting in details. So I will like to conclude and thanks everyone, and forgive me if something has gone too fast or too slow or out of that. If I've digressed from in any manner, I just stop and thanks once again. And now floor is open for questions.
Sir, thank you so much. Session was truly insightful, sir. So now I would like to request participants to kindly raise hand and ask question. Siley, kindly coordinate.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Students, please raise your hands and ask questions.
Anybody? Please, it's your time. I will be rather very happy to get any insights from students, our future leaders. So it is not that I am talking to students or I have experience, you don't have experience. You are our future country. So whatever you can decide and you can advise, it is very, very important for us.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, how can we relate inclusiveness with real life?
Inclusiveness in real life, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So inclusiveness is the way it the English word means it is exactly the same. Suppose you are making something, or let's say you develop in chemistry lab inside your home in a room, and somebody is asthmatic near living in the your house with you or something. It is a hypothetical example. So you are and then after that you do experiment and start making chlorine. So when chlorine comes, it may not impact you so badly, but the person with asthma, immediately he will lose his respiration activity. So inclusiveness means, have you taken all kinds of diversity, or what can go wrong maximum with the different kind of segments or the different diversities? Either it is human or like some kind of thing like you are making chlorine, or and you are near to your laundry home. So what will happen? Your clothes will get bleached, the all will lose the color. So have you taken care of that? So the inclusivity means in the real life, anything you do, you have to take care. We have to take care that how it is going to impact my surroundings. Like in our thermodynamics, we always use the word systems and surroundings. So system means what which can change, and surroundings which cannot change. So if I am doing something and it is affecting the surroundings, whether I have taken care that it is not negatively affecting anything other than me. So that is what the inclusivity is there. Meaning, it should be a win-win situation for myself and my surroundings. Does it answer, or it was anything else question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, please. Anybody else?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Sir, most of us would probably be joining corporates by the end of next year. And
Okay.
when we talk about improvement in processes in corporates, do corporates really they really listen to our inputs?
Okay, very good question. And corporates and offices now have understood the value of listening to all, at least in the competitive environment. And this, it is very, very important to listen. That's why the different inside the organizations, the different engagement activities are happening, team building activities are happening. They are doing some especially special trainings on developing some inclusive culture. They are doing 360-degree feedback. If somebody wants to know about that, how I behave with my people and what are the points of improvement I should do. So yes, they are there because success remains there. If we don't listen and we don't take into account the inputs, we are not going to be successful. So that is very much there. You will find in most of the corporates.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, please. Anybody else? And from the whatever I presented, it looks like either it has nothing gone there, or you understood everything, because nobody asking from that. I will be very happy if you. I want to include you all with me. Please come. It's your time. I think we have time, so we can utilize it. Hello. Yes, Tina.
Yes, Tima, please ask your
Uh,
question.
Sir, we see sustainability and the word sustainability thrown around a lot these days. And it is also like, if we were to see to the definition of it, it means that we use the resources today, but we do not deplete it so far as to not leave anything for the future generation. So, I mean, how can we elaborate on it? We have been trying to make it more recyclable, things more reusable, and we have been trying to use renewable sources of energy, but we are not like getting there any faster than we intend to, because there's a race basically between getting to sustainably like to being completely sustainable and not emitting as much carbon as we are at the moment. So how can we bridge this gap?
Yes, it's an excellent question, and it's a continuous improvement area for everyone in this world. It is not, and sustainability is the future. Means we know that if I have means we have limited coal, but we start using coal, we have limited petroleum we use. So whatever is limited, it cannot be sustainable. So we have to try looking for solutions continuously in that direction. Like example wise, if I want to give you, people have studied that the complete solar energy available on the earth is able to take care of all the energy requirements of the earth many times than that. So God has made it possible because we are all living in recycle way, like water cycle is there, then your this the agriculture cycles are there. We can live, but are we moving toward that, or due to the our what to say? I will not use the word laziness or comfort and all. We try no to give it. No, no, no. Don't worry. It happens. If I use this much, how does it going to affect? Or only me, I am only giving this much CO2 to the world. But when the number increases, the multiply by the number of people and all, it becomes big. So individually, we need to be focusing ourselves on how much minimum we are using these things, or which are going to create that. Education is important. Then our culture becomes like that is also important. Like we preserve water. That's what in our Indian culture, if you remember, we are worshipping water, we are worshipping Lord Sun, we are worshipping all the trees, we are worshipping Mother Earth, we are worshipping Akash, and we are worshipping air as a gods. Why? It is not because it is real. We have not seen God in other way or other form, but these are the visible or the sensible things from the God which are there, and this and they give us the message. When I can recycle, please help me, or you use me in recycled way. So it's basically it's thought process, our thought process, or it's little bit philosophical to think. Or whenever I do something, any activity, I need to always check whether it is means adding value to me or adding value to the environment also. So it's a cultural change which needs. It's a very good question. It and nothing. One invention of the science can take care of it. One any engineering innovation cannot take care of it. It is basically cultural innovation we have to think. I'm very means what to say, true with myself and little bit brutal here. We have to be our culture need to be like that. We have to think about that. Old cultures, like we had agriculture totally organic earlier days, and we used to make houses, they were recyclable, and now we are slowly returning to in some of the other way toward them, but not full life. You must have heard that from the cow dung the paints have been made, which are very good for the homes and all. So we are one or other way trying to return to that, but not fully. But it should be our a cultural renaissance. We should be means it should be cultural revolution, that yes, whatever we do, we will make sure that it has got no impact onto the environment and society. Like our Dr. Bhavanlal Jain used to say always, I leave the world better than I found it. So that is a kind of renaissance we used to say, and then thinking about the others first, right? So are we not impinging into the others area? Like in again in Jain irrigation, I have found that Dr. Jain used to say, because they had around 1400 acres of land for the plant and complete setup. So he has left more than a very big amount of land for the native animals there. And he used to say that they have not entered our territory, we are entering into their territory, so they have the first right for that. So even if we are making a lot of products of mango and other things, he made that first they have right. So all the apes and monkeys and other animals, they had the first right on all the fruits and all. And he used to arrange water for them into different places in the jungle. So yes, our thought process, culture is the number one thing in my opinion. We have to continuously think and continuously improve on that. Does it answer you?
Yes, sir. Yes, right. Rightly said, sir. And also, I mean, we can see like in the near future, I think everyone is going to switch to electrical vehicles. But we are still not able to separate our waste. And we are moving towards, technologically being at par with the world. So
Correct.
that's where the question arised actually
Yeah,
from.
but we have to change our thought. We have to maintain our thought process towards that, because one experiment or one invention cannot make, electric vehicle cannot make everything, because electric vehicle will have batteries. What will do when the batteries become end of the life? Have you think everywhere we have to think in a complete comprehensive mode, rather to say. It has got some other thing. Electric vehicle will not pollute that, but the batteries, the lithium and all these things coming out, have you think about their recycling and how we are going to take? So things will be there. We have to work continuously. There is no other way. At least
Right, sir.
thought process is very important. Yes. Anybody else?
Neeraj, please ask your question.
Am I audible, Siley?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir. So, how to spot the innovation opportunities?
How to spot innovation is the question.
Sir, how to spot innovation opportunities?
That it's basically there are many ways. Means it comes automatically. Means how you take that situation decides to spot innovation. Like example, I give you. Um Suppose you are walking on the road. uh, like one is let's say this your FC road only, you are walking, and then you find somebody trying to means or a vendor or a small shopkeeper or something. It's a just example, hypothetical, no? Sitting and selling tea or something. He has made a small shed or for himself, and when the evening starts, he starts lighting a lamp or taking some kind of electricity arrangement to continue his shop. And then you are walking, you see that. So different people will see that. One person will say why he is sitting here, he should be very clear why he is not there. You are going, you see that he is facing difficulty in lighting and all. You come across and go to your class and ask people, can we do something for that? He is having a shed problem, he is having light problem, and he is also having some cooking problem also. It's suddenly a idea comes to your mind. Let's come across, do something, include the experts from your physics department, chemistry department, and all. And then okay, let's make his small tapri or the shop as with a solar roof. So when we make a solar roof across him, he will it will shield him from the direct sunlight or rain or something, or means it will save him from the strong winds coming or dust going to inside. And then it will provide him the enough electricity to light his shop in the evening, and it will provide enough electricity to run a small fan when he's feeling hot. It will supply enough electricity. He can cook his tea and make the totally environment carbon free or no pollution, and it will solve all the problem. So it depends on how you see at the problem. Opportunities are enough. There are millions, infinite opportunities are there. How we have a look, whether we are trying to solve the problem or just seeing my way is clear or not. If he is not coming in my way, I am very happy. If I have to go little bit right, but I will not see his problem. I will see only my problem. So it depends on different mindset. Opportunities are infinite. Every time, each and every moment, you can innovate. Does it answer? I tried to answer with a hypothetical example, but it is always means it looks good to me with example. Does it answer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah.
Darshan, please ask your question.
Good morning, sir. This is Darshan Mahakal.
Good morning. Yes, please.
Uh, I have been I have a past experience in the field of solar. So right now I'm seeing there is more of government taking part into green hydrogen. So
Yes.
around Tamil Nadu is investing around 85,000 crores in green hydrogen. Even
Correct.
Delhi government is trying to bring some projects for the green hydrogen.
Mhm.
So it's like how solar being the main part, but like how can the hydrogen can be used in different field, like we know that it's been used in fertilizers and in chemicals, but can we use hydrogens to even to help in the thermal power plant where we can run the turbines, and instead we can replace the coal with the thermal? So can you give a brief idea about green hydrogen?
Yeah. Okay. So it's a very good question. A lot of research is going on this. Hydrogen is excellent fuel. Actually, we can use the two ways. People are currently trying to use one with the hydrogen fuel cell, basically, which is converting the water into hydrogen oxygen separately and then again combining and giving rise to electricity. So fuel cell based vehicles and buses and cars, you must have heard by now, a hydrogen fuel cell. That is one way. We also have at KPIT developed this technology. So we are using, and then second is by burning hydrogen, means combustion of hydrogen plus oxygen gives water. So there is no negative output. People are working on that also. Green hydrogen is the hydrogen where we use the pure hydrogen, and gray hydrogen we call, where we are using methane, ethane, and all the hydrocarbons to burn. So green hydrogen it doesn't provide any kind of environment unfriendly things. Output is not harmful. That is what we use hydrogen pure. So there are different ways to extract hydrogen. Electrolysis is one thing. Then it can be taken from different chemical processes, as well as some of the plants have that very special mechanism. Hydrogen can be extracted. The problem is hydrogen is not available in abundance directly. It has to be made, and basically like coal is directly available, then crude oil is available, then your solar is directly available. But hydrogen as a hydrogen form, it is not available. So people are doing a lot of research, and our National Chemical Laboratory director, Dr. Ashish Lele, is director of. He is a hydrogen man, fuel cell man of India. Actually, he is doing very good friend. He always comes to our Sparkle, and we closely work together. I am lucky to work with him also in some areas. So he was telling that yes, people are doing, and green hydrogen means availability. How to make it available economically? That is one of the question. So people are working, and still research area. They have succeeded up to a limit, and fuel cell vehicles are already onto the run, and hydrogen as a fuel run also will be shortly available. Yes, but it's still into the exploration, not exploration, but experimental stage. So we have found that yes, it is possible, but how to produce hydrogen is still a means people are working on that. Does it answer your question or I missed something?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, welcome. Yes, anyone else?
Now I would like to call Shubham for the formal vote of thanks. Shubham, over to you, please.
Thank you, Shruti ma'am. It's my immense pleasure to present vote of thanks. I, Shubham Shah, on behalf of Deccan Education Society, IMDR, would like to thank you, sir, for giving us time and inspiring us on power of inclusiveness, diversity, and collaboration in successful innovation. Sir, as you discussed in your talk, the topics of innovation and invention and differentiating them, discussing types of innovation with various examples, mentioning what an innovation should contain through an abbreviation assured. Sir, you also threw light on innovation success roadmap. Your thoughts on inclusiveness, diversity, collaboration, entrepreneurship, and applied science were very insightful, sir. This piece of information is really helpful for us in all our future endeavors. Thank you so much, sir. I would also like to thank our director, faculty, non-teaching staff for continuously encouraging and supporting us for such corporate connect. I thank the entire student organizing team, technical support, and last but not the least, I thank all my student colleagues without whom the session wouldn't have been successful. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you so much, sir. I would like to thank you for today's thought-provoking and interesting session. We are grateful for the time and effort you took to share your thoughts and experiences with our students. Thank you so much for sharing with us your insights on power of inclusiveness, entrepreneurship, and IPR. Thank you so very much, sir.
Thank you, sir, for sparing time. You are quite busy and you were enthusiastic to answer students. And because of paucity of time and the second speaker is in line, so we have to stop the session. Huh? Thank you, sir. We will organize few more interactions live, right? Because more than online, we can have live interaction, and that we will do as entrepreneurship and innovation cell from IMDR. And thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dr. Madam, Mrs. Nagar, and Dr. Shivane, and all the student, our leaders, future leaders of India. Means I tried to make it more interesting. Means from my side, still there are always gaps remaining. However, I will like, if you like these things and session, I will request you to promote and further through your network and all. So it will help everybody, and if they make sense, then people will be able to use it. I am always available when you find, if you think that anything I can do, I will be very much happy to help you, support you. And whenever I'm in Pune, if time becomes and you have time, I will like to meet you in person. I keep on coming to Ferguson College, but I've never been to IMDR. I will come there also. So once more, thank you and namaskar. And it was a very different experience for me sitting in Ahmedabad and talking, but still feeling that I am sitting inside the campus and talking to all of you. Once more, thank you for listening to me patiently, and I hope and I wish everybody a very successful career, and I wish IMDR and Deccan Education Society all the success in coming time. And if I am able to do something, I will be more, it's my honor. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, sir.